Bruce Lee wasn't just fast. He wasn't just precise. He had punching power so explosive that even the biggest fighters struggled to stay on their feet. But there was one punch, one strike, that was so powerful, so devastating, that it became legendary. A punch that sent men flying backward. A punch that defied physics. A punch that might just be unstoppable. Today we're breaking down the most powerful Bruce Lee punch ever recorded, how it worked, why it was so dangerous, and whether anyone could survive it. The punch that shook the world, the 1-inch punch. Of all Bruce Lee's strikes, one stands above the rest, the 1-inch punch. A punch so powerful that it could knock a full-grown man off his feet with almost no distance. A punch so efficient that it generated more force than a heavyweight boxer's knockout punch. A punch so legendary that scientists later analyzed its mechanics to understand how Bruce did it. How the 1-inch punch works. The science of devastation. Most people think power comes from the arms and shoulders, but Bruce Lee knew better. His 1-inch punch was all about full-body coordination, explosive movement, and perfect technique. Step 1. The power starts in the legs. Bruce generates force from the ground up. Step 2. The hips rotate, transferring energy through his core. Step 3. His shoulders, arm, and wrist snap forward, concentrating all the force into one single impact point. The result? A devastating, bone-crushing punch from just an inch away. What happens when you get hit by a 1-inch punch? Let's talk about what actually happens when Bruce Lee lands this punch. If it hits your chest, the shockwave travels through your ribs, knocking the air out of your lungs. If it hits your stomach, the impact forces your entire body backward. Your feet leave the ground. If it hits your head, instant knockout. Game over. At a martial arts demonstration, Bruce Lee sent a man flying backward into a chair with 1 inch of movement. The crowd? Speechless. Could anyone survive this punch? Now, here's the big question. Could anyone take this punch and stay standing? A heavyweight UFC fighter might have the mass to absorb the force. A trained boxer might be able to roll with the impact. A Muay Thai champion might have the toughness to resist the pain. But here's the problem. You can't defend against what you don't see coming. Bruce Lee's speed, accuracy, and perfect technique made this punch almost impossible to counter. If you took a 1-inch punch to the chest, there's a good chance you'd end up on the ground, whether you wanted to or not. Final thoughts, the punch that proves. Bruce Lee was built. Different Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch wasn't just a trick, it was a weapon. It combined physics, technique, and raw power into one unstoppable strike. It was fast, brutal, and efficient, designed to end fights instantly. It left audiences in shock and fighters in fear because no one had ever seen anything like it before.